What's up, Pokemon fans? So I think, at this point, 21 episodes into the show, 22 episodes into the show, we've hit a point with Pokemon that it's like we're going to get a hot and cold episode, I feel like, almost all the time. I think a portion of episode 22 was totally badass. I personally wasn't expecting a Galarian Moltres, right? Galarian Moltres is a pretty sick Pokemon, and to see it kind of come to life here in animation, I was like, yo, this is fire, literally. I'm like, this is fire, this is dope. And then they left us on a cool little cliffhanger. I have no hate on the little cliffhanger that they left us on either. I was like, yo, I'm chill with that. I'm cool with that. I think this was like grade A stuff, like really like entertaining and everything. But if I think at the point to where it got exciting, right? Like it got exciting where before 𝐒𝐿𝐴 and Roy stumbled upon the workers, Woobat took them to the workers or whatever. Before that, I was getting annoyed at Roy, right? And the reason that I was getting annoyed is like it's kind of realistic in a way. It's like it was kids being kids, He was getting overly hyped and overly excited that he just kind of like threw everything like away, and he was like, "I'm just gonna run places. Like for if I get lost, I get lost. Who cares about me?" You know what I mean? As like poor 𝐒𝐿𝐴's trying to keep up with this dumbass kid, and then Freed can't keep up with the kids because he's an adult, right? He's old man already. You know what I mean? Probably like he's probably not even an old man. He's probably like 25, if even. But Freed can't keep up with these kids, but because they're just like running off, So I was getting annoyed up to that point, me personally. So I was getting annoyed. And then before that too, it was kind of just like boring. You know what I mean? They were talking about how, 𝐒𝐿𝐴 caught her Hatena, and they were talking, they had some cookies, and we saw the whole gang kind of on the ship talking about like, oh, they're heading to the Galar mines, and it was all pretty boring stuff. Like, if honestly, like the reality is for this episode, if you took before, like, if you took like 𝐒𝐿𝐴 and Roy entering the Galar mines and then cut everything before and then cut everything after until they stumbled upon the workers there, right? If you cut all that off, you missed absolutely nothing this episode. And again, I think it's okay. I just think we've hit a point where we have these shows that are very long-winded, right? We have these shows like Pokemon that they don't really take breaks. Like they don't do cores. They just kind of like they go full tilt from like episode 1 to episode 115 in like Pokemon Journeys, and they might skip a week or two. Sometimes they might even skip like maybe a month for some specific reason, and then they'll show reruns. But they don't really take 3-6 months, a year break like most other anime do that run for 30 episodes, 50 episodes, 100 episodes like Black Clover or My Hero or stuff like that, where they will take a 1 to 2 year gap before you get. So Pokemon doesn't do that, right? Because what happens with Pokemon is they're basically getting up to the next region and the next set of Pokemon. So if you think about the way it kind of happened is Journeys kind of fell in line with like Pokemon Sword and Shield with Gigantamaxing and everything like that. It led us through Arceus, right? So it led us all the way through Arceus, which was kind of like, a little covered in Journeys, but then kind of covered outside of that with like the webtoon stuff. And then it led us right into where we are now with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And then we're not going to get anything this year. So next year, we're going to get the next release of Pokemon. So by next year, we're going to have like the next section of 𝐒𝐿𝐴 and Roy going over to this new region. Or if not, maybe they restart the show again or something like that, something crazy. But regardless, is like they don't really take breaks and gaps because of the strict schedule that Pokemon is on with the cards and the tournaments and the games and everything. They don't really get that ability. So I know we're going to get some episodes that are better than others. This was one of those episodes that I was like, it started off really cold. I was like, ugh, but then it got hot. Galarian Moltres came, got hot, and I was like, yo, this was a good episode. So in a nutshell, in a bag, I really loved this episode. I thought it was really, really good. Galarian Moltres was definitely one that I was not expecting, and I was very pleasantly surprised to see Galarian Moltres. Inside of its toe beans, it's got the ancient Pokeball in there, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen there. And the other thing is that Lucius guy, the big Pokemon guy in the storybooks, like, god damn, did he have like just a killer team? You know what I mean? He had the Rayquaza, the Galarian Moltres, right? Like he had like a stacked, like legendary team, right? And then he had the Arboliva that's like 900 feet tall. Like, bro had a stacked team. Like he had like if Giovanni and the guy at the end of Arceus, like if they had a baby, like this is this guy here. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys being here for another week of Pokemon. And my friends, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.